Hey guys, so I'm just going to take you through this Previs rigging class. It's about 2 hours long. But before we get into I just want you to take through the objectives of the class and what we're going to try to achieve, and some thought processes that I usually go through when I build a Previs rig. You, some of you have done the class from last year and knows the way that I kind of set up things, but this will kind of like be a quick overview of that, just how to get the basics out. So first of all, let's talk about the objectives of the class. First of all, you can see me clicking out here, and you can see but I just want to go through these things one by one. Obviously, we want to work as much as we can with non-destructive workflow. That's why I'm kind of like naming everything correctly, specifically for like legs and arms and spine. If I can name all that stuff correctly, I can easily copy my controllers into my actual rig once I'm done building. Once I'm done building the Previs rig, I can translate that in. The same thing for the joint placement. As many as I can, I want to keep the same. Everything you need to think about when you're building a rig for Previs is the intentions of the shot. What is the character supposed to do? Make a list, of what is he supposed to do. If he's only supposed to walk, then there's no point in making a face. If he's only supposed to do I don't know, like swimming, there's no need to make IK legs. All that stuff, like just try and like, I know it's hard because you don't know what you need in sometimes, but if there's a background character that you're certainly not going to use for something, then try and just think about like how much you're going all in on that. Lastly, on the objectives, keep it simple. It's all about simplicity. It's all about making sure that you can just reach like a pose, and as long as the silhouette is okay, then you're fine. um, it's not about the details, right? It's about like the director can see his intentions in a Previs timed out, because Previs is about composition and timing, right? And essentially about the story. So um, it's not, what it's not about is like pretty animation, and it's not about just seeing like seeing stuff in 3D, because seeing a Previs model doesn't really tell a lot of things. It's the timing that we're trying to get, because we're going from a storyboard, um, and the storyboard is static, and the director can only see like a picture, and then 5 seconds later or 2 seconds later he sees something moves, but we don't know like how long time it will take for that character to move from one side to the other in kind of a natural feeling movement if we don't see a visual representation of that. So keep it simple, keep it just enough for the intentions to come across. Then we're going to talk a little bit about the structure of this tiny course. um, it's basically just 4 lectures, excluding this one. So there's 5 videos in total. Um, one, that's this one, the introduction. 2, where we set up the joints. 3, we create the controllers. 4, we're doing the mechanics, and 5, we do the skinning. Total, there's 2 hours of lecture. And it's just really, I'm trying to just give like like a broad stroke kind of feel for what I'm doing here. So if you are in doubt, I mean, about something, then ask each other, write to each other, like if there's something that you don't understand. It's also, the learning objective of doing something quick is also figuring out like how other people are doing something fast. And lastly, I'm expecting this to take about between like 1 and 1.5 days for you to complete. Um, it's not, if you follow it completely one to one, I mean, you should be able to do it in a day and a half. Anyways, that's kind of like it for the structure and the objectives of this Previs rigging course. And yeah, I'm excited to see the films that you guys are going to be making. I know it's a big process, and it's a huge learning thing to go through. Yeah, just be daring and try and challenge yourself. It's my only really advice. Push the things further, and obviously always think about story. So I'll see you guys around, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. So take care, and good luck, and say hi to the guys, coordinators and everything from me.